Hello, how's it going? Alright, let me open up Twitch here so I can talk to people. Alright. Okay, so today I am working on groups again, or guilds. Finishing up doing a lot of slash commands. So what you see on my screen now is how I'm defining the slash commands and how they work, which is pretty simple. I just kind of make it a dictionary of commands that have a description and a handler, and so you can get help information and whatnot. So I can show you a little bit of how they work real quick before I start working on them. Start up my local API server. Should get carried away by updating these lists of slash commands in the groups document before the stream here. All right. Builders. Let's see. Right. Here we go. I also just changed a little bit how permissions worked, so. Worry about this shortly. Okay, API server is starting. I'll be running on my local game server as well, which is running here. Okay, so let's start up. Thanks for checking typos. Oh, I know why. What's up, Ludovic? Oh, looks like somebody just updated the client network code. Since I'm running off the patcher, it is not in sync with my server that I'm running. So, let me fix that real quick. The stream title. Oh, I accidentally change it. Let me change it. Oh. So I have to get latest and rebuild a new server. I want to still be running off the patcher. So. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm working on the client to API stuff, talking to each other. So, be doing the slash commands and stuff right now. As you can see, like this is one of the slash commands. It allows you to create ranks, which basically means you can create custom ranks for your guild, so you can sign in people along with custom permissions. Okay. Rebase worked. Let's reload the server. We will have a guild UI for beta 1. I'll be working on that later this week. I'm doing everything as slash commands first to make sure everything works. It's quicker to add those. And the custom rank names will be visible to everyone in the guild. Now, as far as you mean like outside of the guild, I don't know how they would see it other than like if they look on our for your guild info and see what like if you can look up on the guild info and see what who's all on what guild, they'll be able to see what rank you are and your custom rank names there. But, don't have any plans of putting those into like nameplates or whatever, but you will have your guild on the nameplate, at least as far as we have nameplates right now. They may not exist. I'm going to finish writing this remove rank while that's building. Okay, so everyone knows what's going on. Send a system message saying what you're trying to do, as well as the rank name, which is going to be in the arguments of this command. First one. Which, by the way, for those of you who may be wondering how you do UI stuff, like this that I'm using right now, this web API, orders API and all that, that's publicly available. It's on our NPM package, although this new orders API one is not available yet because I haven't pushed it up yet. I'm still working on it. But so you'll be able to download like a JavaScript file that will allow you to do all these requests and stuff, and tells you what you need to do. So also name, which is argv. Okay, and then log out a response to the console, so we can debug see that if we want to. Say what's wrong, and then we'll also that line, which will output to the console an error message from the server to tell you like what exactly was wrong. And you turn on that, and now if we're down here, then it was successful. So we'll say we'll say that was removed. Let's see if my server's done building. Done building. Start it up. Third-party externals can interact with the UI to interact with the game, It's publicly available, like our web API, so anywhere outside of our game can create these guilds too. You just have to be authenticated. As long as you have the proper API key that it knows who you are, you can do it. So you don't have to be in our game to create a guild. Once we're done with all this stuff, so somebody can make a website if they want to interact with our API, but it's also, people have to get logged in and whatnot, whatever people feel. Okay, so server's running. Now I should be able to connect. So far, so good. No big pop-up messages. Yep, websites, guild rosters, all the stuff. You'll be able to get all the information wherever. Okay, so here in the test world. All right. So in chat, so what we did here is we have the /order command, which all of the commands for orders that are / commands we'll be done with the order command. There will be a UI for all this stuff later, but right now, just doing the slash commands, as I said. You can type /order. In the system log, you get help, and it tells you command name and then a little description of it. So there's like help, create, whatever, and then they all each have their own help as well. So I could do order create help, which says create an order. Usage is /order create name. So that makes sense. So we would do order create, and since I deleted it, I created it again. The order called City Entertainment. And enter. Attempting to create order City Entertainment. Order City Entertainment successfully created. And then over here, see, we now have an order in our database. Okay. With one member being me. You can see we have some default ranks already created. With some default permissions. So we have a rank of member, a rank of officer, a rank of leader, and some permissions on them. Like officers just get invite true to start. So yes, you asked, Autovic, you asked, can you rename a rank? And what happens if you move a rank when players are still flagged as being in that rank? Yes, you can rename ranks. We're going to be adding that / command here shortly. And then, now if you remove a rank that other people are currently in, they'll get bumped down to the next rank. So one thing to know about how ranks work, they all have a level assigned to them. So like, if I go in here, I can type order create rank help, and then that tells me right here, create a new custom rank for your order. Usage /order create rank name, level, and permissions. Permissions are optional. List permissions, blah blah blah. View level permissions do this. So the level thing, basically. You can create ranks with levels between 1 and there are ranks, I should say, between level 1 and 1001. Level 1 is your default rank that your members automatically go into. It's by default just called member, but you can rename that rank, but you can't change that rank's level. It's always 1. You can add permissions to it, you can rename it, but there always has to be this rank at level 1, which is the default that new players get. And then there's 1001, which is your default leader rank, which you can rename, but you can't remove it or delete it, just like 1. And then that has permissions over everybody below it. So then whatever level rank is, all their permissions apply that are assigned to them will apply to anyone in any level below them. So say you have rank, you're in a rank that is level 500, you can, and you have the manage ranks permission, which the manage ranks permission allows you to create ranks and assign people ranks and rename ranks and add permissions to ranks. You'll be able to create ranks all the way up to level 499, and you can't edit your own rank unless you're the leader. Obviously, 1001 is special. So, so if you're 500, you can make ranks up to 499. You can assign any permissions to them that you have at that rank. So say rank 500 has like permissions A, B, and C, but not D and E. You can only assign, you can create ranks and you can assign permissions A, B, C, but you can't do the D and E permissions because you don't have that permission. And so, kind of works as a tiered system like that. So hope that makes sense. You can put as many people as you want in any rank, aside from the rank that is 1001. So the leader rank is there's only one, like, because that's like the special owner rank. Because you can make a rank that's, you know, just level 1000 that has like all the permissions, you know, if you want to share leadership, but you're still not the owner because there's only one owner, and that dude is 1001. So he has, like, you know, kind of the overall control. And so you can have as many people as you want in any other rank. And additionally, permissions can be assigned on a individual member basis, not just the rank. So you can add permissions to an individual person that their rank doesn't have. So if you want someone to be a certain rank, but you like them more or less than somebody else, you can add more permissions to them. I guess not more or less, because as of right now, I don't support taking away permissions from someone with the rank, because that's just kind of complicated. So you have additional permissions. I mean, it's not that complicated. I don't really see a need to do that. You just give them a different rank. So, make sense? Yeah, we'll do the create rank real quick. We can show you how that works, how that will work. And right now, the permissions that we have available there's not many at all. I'm going to close system so it clears out. Yeah, go to like the Discord permission system. So we have a show permissions command, which tells you what permissions that you can assign to people. So you'll be able to see that here. Right now we only have a few. The list is going to get very long as more things are supported. But you can see we can give invite permissions, we can give kick permissions, we can do rank assignment, we can do rank management, or you can give all permissions, which is, you know, anything other than leader exclusive. Permission? I don't know what permission means. Alright, so we can create rank. And we do the rank name. So the rank's going to be awesome. And we'll make it level 500. 950. 999. Yeah. Sure. And then we'll give invite permissions, kick permissions, rank assignment, rank management. And so we'll submit that. Attempting to create, failed to create. Request is invalid. All right, why'd that fail? Let me look real quick. Pop over the left monitor, and there's our UI debugging. Server responded with 400 bad request. Why was it bad request? I didn't have it open. I don't see the request. So let's just send it again and see what it says. It says the value rank assignment is not a valid or permissions a value. Did I spell that wrong? Right. That's why. I gotta fix up that. Help description, because what I did is I sent down the name wrong. So it should be assign ranks. Oops. Assign ranks. And manage ranks. Let's try. Order rank. Awesome created. Great. So now we can see here on our the only guild in existence right now that we have this rank called awesome. And it has permissions, invite, kick, assign ranks, manage ranks. Great. So, Zadrid, you were asking about if the leader quits and doesn't play anymore. Yeah, that'll be handled by customer service. You'll have to submit a ticket for that. And yes, I think you saw in the database there, it says former members right there. Yeah. So if I left, former members would also have me, like my info, basically the same info that's in here. That is me, my member ID, type, rank, and permission. So you'll know that, and it'll also say the date I left, so you can have a list of all the former members and when they left, and you'll know what ranks they held and whatnot. And yes, you can transfer ownership of your guild. So you can assign that 1001 level rank to somebody else. So the first problem that we had here was that my descriptions that came down from the API were not super helpful because they were wrong. So let's fix that real quick. What I did here was I was sending down this name description. This one should just be assign ranks. Made the descriptions before I had the API figured out. So this is going to be all non-leader. So that way you just type it exactly as you see it. If you're Zaydreg, you're asking if you have two kind of leadership ranks that are different levels. Yeah, technically one would be lower than the other, but you can give them both, all non-leader permissions. It's just one of them won't be able to edit the rank of the other person, and one will. But I don't think that's really an issue. What do you mean, Heartfire? Okay, so now yeah, indeed. You can have permission that's above those, manage it, or just the GM will. I don't think it's that big of an issue. All right, so now when I do order show permissions, they are now what they should be. Manage ranks, assign ranks, all non-leader. There we go. So we have here, we have remove rank. Make a couple before I test again. Rename rank. Where was that typo? Invite another player to your order. Create an order. Those permissions are available to be assigned to your ranks. Create a new custom rank order. Whoever saw that typo, where was it? That says to view available permissions. That. To view order commands. To use /order help to view available commands. Where's the typo? View available permission names, type /order show permission. Oh, right there. Thank you. So, Hamble, you're asking if you want your rank 3 officer to be able to invite players to the guild, but you don't want that rank 3 officer to be able to change that permission for officers below them. Don't assign the manage ranks permission to that officer rank. If that rank doesn't have manage ranks, then it cannot manage the ranks below it. Now, say that rank you're talking about is level 500. You can have a level 300 that has the manage ranks permission, and he can manage ranks below him. And if that 500 doesn't have manage ranks, then they can't remove that manage ranks from another rank because they don't have manage ranks. So, you know, they don't have any other permissions. It's just they're just up there at a higher level, but they can't actually edit anything in the ranks below them. But like they have, you know, if the 500 has the kick rank and the 300 has the kick rank, the 500 can kick out a 300, but you know the 500 can't kick out a 500 or higher. I don't know why I used water. It should actually be const.
Oh yeah? Wait. You basically say, I'm sending it in. They don't receive it.
Yeah, you know, it did it const everywhere else but that one.
The little box that you didn't inside of had one of these. Okay.
Oh, no, it did.
Graphics card or something. I got you. Bigger.
Alright.
Take a screenshot of that.
And just copy the kind of help thing.
So if I go in right now, my guy's gonna have
Name rank and current name and then new name. Rename. Have some other questions. You may assign multiple ranks to a user so that it takes permissions from both of them. Higher rank overruns the lower. No. A person can only be in one rank, but what you can do on an individual player basis is you can assign additional permissions to a person. So say a person is in a rank that only has the invite permission, but you want them to also be able to kick people, you can just assign the kick permission to the individual player. Demote, promote, rank level command. So, Oldevik, what you're asking if the GM creates levels at 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and wants to put one in at 5, what they could do is they would be kind of a pain to have to switch 5, 6, and 7 up, or 6 and 7. The way it works right now is if you try to create something of a level and that level is taken, it will decrement the level until it finds an open slot. So if you did, for example, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you try to create something at 5, it will fail. There's just no available slots. But say you do 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, and you try to create something at 500 again, it'll be created at 499. But you can just go through and change the levels of ranks afterwards. So that failed, and then it succeeded down here. And we got remove, we got rename. You know what I don't have, what we should have here, also with the rank stuff, is show ranks. I'm gonna have to write on the API side. This isn't going to take any parameters. Well, might take help. I would need help. There is no help. Even if you try to send in help to it, it'll just do the same thing anyways. Alright, so... Where'd this say from web API? Now this doesn't exist yet. On here, so we do orders, ranks. See, rank, we have create, remove, rename. Now, so what we're going to do is create that. Oh, it's running. Stop it. Alright, so we're going to do show ranks. Ranks. You need your character ID so we know who you are. And we want this to work with our order member attribute on there. It requires that we have shard ID and character ID, which then gives the order into the request properties. I just kind of do that on the request so I don't have to type the same thing everywhere in every controller on here. Okay, so we're going to want to send down a info object. Rank info. Yeah, ranks are only visible if you're in the guild for the show ranks thing, if that's what you're asking Craft for Trained. However, so say you get a list of everyone in the guild, like the public information about the guild, which we want to be configurable on a guild basis on whether or not they want to reveal that info. You know, you should be able to see what ranks people are, but you would like that to be a custom configurable thing. So like the guild leader can say, you know, all my guild info is private, or you know, we can show our members and show member ranks and whatnot. All right. Those actually can be fields. Okay, good. For that, these, and it will convert from the custom rank definition to one of these rank info objects. And the reason why we do this is, well, the reason why I do this is so that I make a custom model for everything that we send out of the API, and I don't use any of the same models that we use for our database or anywhere else, just to 100% make sure that we don't have information leakage that we don't want. So everything that the API sends out is I make a custom little thing for it, so you don't leak information that we don't want to. Level and permissions. And rank def. Rank def dot permissions. Keys dot where. Should give me a list. Not convert from missions type to, oh, right, that's no shit. That makes more sense. I actually have to go real quick. I will be back in a few minutes. Bathroom. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so answer some more questions. Rahalden was asking, what if the guild info will be available for any enemy realms? Whatever info that your guild leader wants to give out, as far as like what can be public info. So whatever is public info that is set to be public info, which could be your members list, it could be your ranks, you know, and whatever other info we deem is essentially public info, which at the bare minimum will be like members list, member ranks, as well as your name of your guild and your logo / banner. Ludovic, I'm not sure what you're asking with the orders for the day text field. Do you mean like message of the day thing? Visible to certain ranks only? That is an interesting idea. I didn't think about that. I have the concept of a regular message of the day, but having messages of the day that have rank-based viewing permissions, that is interesting. An interesting thought. Yeah, public means world public. That's what I totally did, and you gave me a red squiggly line before. Alright, whatever. I think the squiggly line was because it was 9 URL, not a list. Alright. That's pretty simple. Rank info, you'll get level, the name of it, and permissions. Which will be viewable on the client. So, you were asking like what these procedures that call the database. It's basically what these methods are here, which they're just accessed through a web request. So at this path, so what you would add before this is our api.camelotchain.com / v1 / order / show ranks, or just / order / show ranks for the version, and then it'll by default do the current version, which right now is just 1. Everything's 1 until I like, hey, we got a final API now, and then when we change things later, the versions will change. So anyways, you do that, you go to that in your web browser basically, and that does a request, and that calls and it runs this function on the server, which then does stuff, and then returns you back stuff. That's how an API works. So we're just gonna get all the ranks. And do rank info. Should be static. DB model order dot ranks dot values. Yes. And so what that does is it will call that function, send in all of our rank values, and it'll give me that, which I can just return with OK. Oops. Delete that. Don't need that. This is a very short one. Doesn't even need to be async. Okay, so now if I do that, I save, and I added last week is this very cool thing called Typewriter, which generates controllers, and it generates the TypeScript code that we use for our UI. So you can see here this orders.ts is generated. Don't mind all the squiggly lines, it's just because it doesn't know where these things are for right now. They exist in our library. I just copy and paste it. But so you'll see here that it now created this function based on the function I made, that show ranks v1, which accepts the shard ID and character ID, and it'll call it. So since that was built and changed, I need to copy that to our library. That goes into the controllers folder in the library. And let me pull up where it actually is. The templates, controllers. I'll just copy all the controllers again. And all it requires me to update our library is copy and paste from there to here. And then we need to build our library again. Okay, so library is built. Now we'll install it again on our UI module. Just do an install and everything, just because it does like build things. It's easier to type npm I instead of like npm run browser lib. Anyways, so we're gonna build this again. All right. While it's doing that, actually, we should be able to now use this here. So I should be able to say orders API dot show the ranks v1. It's there now. And shard ID, character ID. really do need to type this response object out eventually so I can stop using any. I just have to write a type for it. There's no types available, type definition available for it by default on the internet. Basically, we're just gonna copy paste that. Failed to fetch ranks. Sad face. It's in our chat. It should actually give me a sad face emoji. Message, blah blah blah. So what we have to do here is actually like parse this object, which the other thing that I actually forgot to copy too is so we have also here this models definition stuff, which you can see there's now a new one called rankinfo.ts here. I actually need to copy that over. However, that's not copied by an individual file. I have a another executable that I wrote that compiles them and puts them all into one big giant file. So it has all of our Web API interfaces and enumerations, all the enums in the same file. So I can just import definitions to all the controllers that use it and stuff. It just makes life easier. So I need to copy that, which is from here. Definitions.ts. Copy that over into Web API. Replace. So much easier than having to type this stuff myself. So we'll build the library again. What question on taxing? I didn't see a taxing question. I must have missed it. So the law was asking how many ranks we'll be able to set. You'll be able to create 1,000 ranks, sort of. There's one level 1 to 1001 you can create ranks at. So as long as there's an available level, you can create it. However, level 1 is reserved for the default rank that all members that are new members automatically get assigned. You can rename and edit that thing, but you can't delete it. Then there's 1001, which is like the leader, and there's only one person can be in that. So you can have multiple people in any role except for 1001. So you have 1,000, like basically custom ranks, and then there's that 1+1 extra for the leader/owner. On my tiny little screen up here, that's the CSC logo. One that's around my camera. So Ludovic, you cannot like SQL injection our database through our naming of ranks. First off, we don't use SQL, so there's no SQL injection that way. But say the way we use our MongoDB C# driver, you aren't able to inject that way either. Okay, library's built. As far as you can have multiple people per rank, Latween. The maximum members in a guild, I don't have an exact number for that right now. It's not decided yet, but there is going to be a maximum number. It's not going to be unlimited, but it's not going to be tiny, and it's not going to be insanely huge. We're going to find a kind of a nice number, and that's really on Mark and Ben to decide. that when we need to decide it. As of right now, the stuff I'm writing, there's no limit. Adding limits is very easy to do after the fact for member count. I didn't say a minimum of 1001. You could have 1000 ranks and say we only allow 200 people in a guild. Well, we just had extra numbers for ranks. I just kind of picked a number that I thought would be more than anyone would ever want to use for ranks and multiply that by like 3 or 2 or 5, whatever. 200 ranks is insane. Okay, anyways, so now that we got that stuff down, what we should have now is response data. So web API dot rank. Visual Studio Code does this sometimes. Doesn't update the definitions unless I restart it. Like just to make sure it's right. That so constraints web API dot rank info. Be sure that's in there. Should be in there. You know what? It might not be in the definitions file. Rank info. It's not. Because this actually doesn't get created until I build. Not bad. Now it's in there. Rank info. Over.
Okay, I just sure he
Cannot find name string type. Well, that did seem weird. Oh, I know what that was. That was my word replacement. So we're actually going to change this to speed permissions. Yeah, so that is because my my model code here, I replace the word permissions with string because that's what it comes down as, a string. So I just needed to change that type name.
I think that's what I like to talk.
Lotween, you can have as many people as there are available slots in your guild to be in a single rank, besides the leader, because he's in his own. So you can put everyone in a single rank if you want, other than the leader. Vesser, I already have a guild. See the rep on my headphones. And our logo. Our guild logo. I have them on my headphones. Okay. I am not 100% sure what realm our guild is decided on. I think we're leaning towards Vikings for my personal guild. But the guild's called Plague. The final decision on what realm will be made later on, closer towards launch, after everyone has tried out all the classes and everything. This is, I think, a lot of people are doing. Alright, so now I should have ranks here. Rank info. There we go. Data. Is casting the response data to a rank info array of rank infos. And it's going to be plague, like, you know, like the sickness, like a sickness.
I see the last time I did it.
Name.
I didn't see it. I wasn't sure. Yeah, I just can't remember if it was kept at work.
How do I want to do? I'll just do them all string separated. List. Permissions. Join. And we'll join with a comma, I guess. It's very basic. Have spaces. Do you think we want any other info on this? We'll just see. I'll see how it looks. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Fetching ranks. Fetched ranks 0. Well, obviously, because I didn't turn on the web API. Start. Started. Fetching ranks. They're undefined. Let's see if the actual request has more info. Oh, it actually, okay, so just see, let's open up monitor again. So you can see it sent down the info as I expected, but I think I missed, oh, because, let's see, it's an array, it's got an object, probably because permissions is a empty array, maybe? I know what my error was. They come down as numbers. I need them to come down as strings. So we'll edit that real quick. See you later, Zadrid. So, rank info. Let's turn this into a string. And toString that. Bam. Now it's a string. So that doesn't, I don't actually have to change the definition file because it's going to be exactly the same anyways. So, just do this again, but let's see. We'll just do r.permissions length greater than 0. Then we'll join it. If not, we will just do nothing. No, we'll just say none. Actually, no permissions. How about that? To be more clear. And build this. I still have not seen your question about taxes. Did you send it again and I didn't read it? I don't know. I don't see a question about that. And length of the string. Are you talking about like rank names? There is a limit on the length of your rank names as well as your guild name. Guild names can be longer than your character name, first name length, which is currently set from 2 to 20 characters for your character name. Guilds can be up to 30 characters long. And rank names, I think I did 30. It's either 20 or 30. Pretty sure it's 30 characters long for rank names. But rank names can also have I think they can have spaces in them, and special characters and all that other stuff. Unlike your guild name, which follows the same rules as your character names, which is just the English characters A through Z and a hyphen or a grave, which is that little kind of apostrophe there for like with no spaces. Although guild names can have spaces. That is an additional thing that guilds have that names don't have. Alright. That built. So let's reload our UI. So I don't have to close the game to update our UI. And let's run. For taxes, potentially. We can talk about that more in depth later. Sorry for the evasive answer on that right now. That is also a good suggestion, Lodovic. You should write down that and the message of the day thing on the forums in the post, and ping me there or something, so I can remember that, because that sounds like a good idea. I don't see why not. Damn. Undefined again. What happened? Full name, permissions. Did it say failed? It did say failed. Response is okay. Let's see what actually happens. We'll debug this. So somehow we got an error here. We'll see what happens. Okay, so response okay is true. Oh, it's lowercase k. Did I have a capital K? Excuse me. Yep. Okay. I don't know why I've been doing capital K. It's just weird. I use my own keyboard that I brought into the office from home. It's a Ducky, and everyone else in the office doesn't like to use my keyboard because I switch my control and caps lock key, and it confuses everybody. Because your caps lock key is huge and right next to like your pinky, and super convenient. But how often do you ever use caps lock? Like never. The control is so far away, so I just switched them. Okay, so we're going to try this again. Oh, reload UI first. Okay, bam, there we go. Fetching ranks, member 1, no permissions. Officer 900, invite. Leader 1001, leader. Awesome, the one we created, 999. Invite, kick, assign ranks, manage ranks. Does that look clear enough, or should I like label these things? What do you guys think? And ITT myself. I use Visual Studio Code for the UI side stuff for TypeScript and our CSS and HTML, and then Visual Studio for everything else. Our web API, which is in C#, and the game client's in C++. Server and stuff is in C# and C++. Okay. Now we should have make a rename rank. Let's try that, make sure it works. And we're going to rename awesome to super awesome. Successfully renamed it. Alright, so let's see. The rank is now called super awesome. Excellent. Well, they are split. They're all under /order though. It's so that you can do /order help, and you can see every sub command in order listed. So you have /order, create, invite, create rank, remove rank, rename rank, show ranks, and all that. I just kind of wanted to keep them kind of categorized under there to make it easier than always having to be in like /order permissions or like show order permissions, and then have to be like /show order ranks, and then we'd also have like show warband permissions and /show alliance permissions. So that was kind of the idea, so that you would be able to do like /warbands, which warbands commands aren't under this yet. So I didn't decide to do it this way until I started working on the guilds. So warbands would be under /warbands, and then you get all the commands for warbands, and alliances under /alliance, or probably just /warband. Don't need an S. An alliance would be under /alliance, and it's all stuff like that. So the rename worked. Let's remove. Order, remove rank, and it should be, it's called super awesome. Order rank super awesome was removed. Alright, let's double check that with our show ranks command. Now we only have member, officer, and leader. Great. Yes. So all group types are, well, as of what I did with the guild stuff, I did a bit of generalization on all the groups, so that they all share the same rank type system. So you could, in theory, do that on ranks. Now, whether or not we actually will, that's really up to a discussion still with design on whether or not we want to. What do you mean by that, Law? Warbands won't be limited to 200 like guilds. What does that mean? Warbands are 8 members right now. Right now they're 8 as a temporary number. Yeah, do not stream. That's for the backers. I can stream it. No, slash commands will work. Like I'm making the slash commands so you can use the slash commands forever, and they'll stay in throughout launch. And when we have our UI up, you can still use slash commands, but you'll also have a UI so you can click buttons. But slash commands, some people like. Okay, what's next? on my list. Oh, adding and removing permissions to ranks. That's next. Add rank permission. So, do. It's kind of long. Orders equal guilds. Just kind of a name that we picked for them. Being 67? Yes. I would like there to be autocomplete. Because it's all available, it's not autocomplete available in our current version of the chat, but we'll be continually improving our chat throughout the development. And yes, I do want to autocomplete all of our slash commands, because why not? They're all available, so you should be able to do it. So description for this, usage, order, and rank name, and then permissions. And copy that same text from there, except they're not optional. So you can list permissions separated by a space, and view available by typing order show permissions. Great. Adding permissions to yes, cleanse. The guild management could be designed by players if you so choose to replace ours with a whole new guild management UI. You can do that. Add rank permissions. I did that last time. I did a slice, right? There we go. Like, copy paste. Permissions. That's wrong. Why is it asking for a new name? I think my method has an extra parameter. And you write a ton of things at the same time. So much code so fast. Yeah, we don't need a new name. Not even used. Now we just need the permissions.
I think we should use that because it looks visually good.
Oops, that's not right. That one. We'll just assume that's right while that builds. The standard error message stuff. Build to add permissions. Our system message does not accept emojis right now. It doesn't parse emojis. I'll have to make that happen. So then, if successful, I'm gonna I'll list them out just to verify again. Permissions, join.
Oh, so you're building oh, yeah, that's right.
I can stuff all these robots in here.
So Ludovic, you're asking about guild weapons and items be flagged as guild only stuff. Yes, the sort of like guilds can own stuff, but like I don't think permissions aren't going to be like on an individual like sword per se, but more on probably the storage of where those swords are. I think it's the sword would belong to the guild. I don't know if a sword would, but it's more for like siege equipment and stuff. Will belong to guild, can belong to guilds, as well as like buildings and such. Maybe items. I don't know if it's going to go down that low. That's really a thing I'd have to discuss with Ben because we haven't actually talked if like something as small as a sword would be, you know, that thing would be owned by the guild. Like, because I would see like a storage facility that has swords in it is owned by the guild. You know, you can set access to that. Individual weapons might be a little crazy.
Oh, the idea of time.
There, those squiggly lines. We're going to do remove. Well, those epic swords, put them in your epic sword storage. Would be my answer to that, but But who knows? Would have to talk that over with Ben to see how he feels about it. Or Mark. This is basically the same thing.
It's more like something that. I think so.
Oh yeah, yeah, all of this.
Well, in that case, Crafter Unchained, you might want to, hold on to it yourself. Don't put it in guild storage if we don't have that. Right. What happens here?
Then the other issue. Oh, so I was trying to.
No, I just wanted. Oh, I don't care. I just want to.
So, these real quick, add and remove permissions.
I feel like that's.
Backstab boys.
Yeah, once I nailed it. Yeah, once I nailed it. Then I was just like,
Mithril's gone.
oh yeah, no, I already.
So we do have some autocomplete, so I can like hi at, and then we can do that for names right now in chat. Alright, US.
Oh yeah, no.
Add rank permissions. And we're going to add it to the officer rank. And to add, what do I have on officer right now?
Yeah. Yes.
What I was thinking.
Which I could just do show ranks in game, but I have the database open over here on my my other monitor. So I just have invite, so we're going to allow officers to also kick. So add kick. And that should in theory work. Give me help.
Yeah.
Add rank missions. Oh. Probably because I need to build it. It thinks it doesn't exist.
Yeah, and then the whole place of power.
successfully added permission to rank officer. It says permissions blank. But let's see if it actually works. So, refresh our database, search, ranks officer, permissions, only has invite. That was not successful. It lied to me. Okay. Well, but it says I'm adding permissions blank. It's probably more my my actual parsing of sending what permissions to it. What I can actually do here, we'll send it again and I'll look at the actual request and see what I sent up. Left monitor. Okay. Module here. Let's send this again. It says 204. No content. What did we send? ID, character ID, name, officer. We didn't send any permissions up. How did that work? So I'll look at my login token there. Don't worry, I will delete it. Alright. See what it does. Missions empty. Yes, it's true that I can add no permissions, and it technically will work. Result is okay. It's like, okay, you can add no permissions. Yeah, thanks. It's technically correct. Okay. Kick reason? Yeah, sure, why not? Don't see why not. I can add that. Right now our kick does not have a reason, but I can definitely accept a string, so you can write whatever you want in there for why you kick somebody. Up to a, we'll have a character limit, of course, but it should be fairly long enough. So you have to remind me of that. Around the forums, I think Oldovic might be making a thread, or I asked him to potentially make one. Versus some suggestions that he made that were pretty good. Alright. I need to edit this code. RV slice 2. Oh. I need to slice at 1, that's why. That's why. Okay, let's rebuild this. There's the second argument, not the third, which was, I copied that from create rank, which takes a level as the second. And then all the permissions are at the third and beyond. Basically takes everything from the second argument on, which is index 1, puts it in a list. Order, add rank, permissions, officer, kick. Success. Well, let's see if it really was success this time.
Red.
We have 2 permissions now. We do have kick. And we can actually check if success here too with order show ranks. And officer 900 has invite and kick.
Don't touch anything.
Excellent. Let's remove kick from it. Doesn't have kick. Excellent.
Hey, that's what I thought.
I think everybody's just going to call them guilds instead of calling them orders. Because, you know, that's just what people call them.
The only way you.
I'm in the out of order. Alright, so now we have remove rank permissions. Next. Oh, change level. Don't think I actually wrote that one yet in the API. Remove rank permissions, add rank permissions, rename rank, remove rank, create rank, show ranks. Okay, so I'll make one real quick. Or so copy this. Change rank. Oh, I'm sorry for laughing at that. I know you're trying to get me to laugh at your other one.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of like your question on the mute flag would be, I think that's more of a, should we have a permissions, there should, we'll try to get as customizable permissions as possible, whereas you can send somebody to a rank that basically mutes them. So say if we have a permission that says, can talk in guild chat, if you turn that off, then, you know, that's essentially muting them. You know, if you put anyone in that rank that is like, you know, that doesn't have can talk in guild chat permission. Alright. Change rank level. We need the name, and we're going to get a new level. Extreme programming, man. Can make a function for this. change rank level. This is really to check the permissions if this person can actually do this. Alright, so change that to current level.
Yeah, I just.
Since we don't have a ton of permissions right now, like these methods that the API calls takes in a permissions to check against, so we can change it in the future without having to change code anywhere other than in that API call. So if we add a permission that is specifically changing levels, I could do that. What it's doing right now, first we're checking to see if the person requesting this is actually in the guild. If they're not, then they don't have permission. Let's check our current level of the rank. So this name, the current level of the rank is that, and then we get the requester level. So we get member has permission, takes in a permission, and the requester ID, and it returns back the current rank level of the requester, which is that. And so if he doesn't have the permission, the requester level is 0. Now also, he can't, it has to be less than the current rank, so you can't edit, change a rank of a equal or higher rank level as you. So if you don't, then it's permissions. You don't need to check this, because that's checking to see if the person actually has the permission in order to add permissions from the other one. Now we need to try and put in, see if there's a adjusted level, which that code is basically up in create and member create. So we're going to copy this code to see if we can actually, if there's any like level spaces available basically. So say this was rank, just for a super simple example, this was rank 3 and there's already another rank at 2 and you're trying to set it to 2, you can't do that because 2 is already taken and 1's already taken by the default, so then it would just fail. Suggested level. We don't want that one. We actually just want to get the adjusted level. So that's actually in here. That was the wrong key. There's 12. Just the level.
We should do a work.
That. Copy that.
Get onto when you get onto this,
Where was I doing that one at? How did I do that? I'll find that again. We are. Do this. So get adjusted level. If adjusted level is 0, then you can't. It's going to be create rank results dot no available levels, and that, so we don't need that. And Do I have a member action? I don't think I have member action for this. Change leader, change rank, blah 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 blah. I want to make a new member action. Just like copy my add rank member action, make a new one. Like these member actions are essentially logs. That's what this is. The point of this is so that everything a member does, every action that they take, gets logged out to our database. So change rank level. Don't need permissions type. And say we want to know int previous, current level, int new level. And the type of member action currently exists yet. Change rank. This type is change rank level, and we're going to have a current level. This is just basically we'll use it for a record of what happened. Okay, that was easy. Back to where that was. And we'll return change rank level. It takes in member ID type. Send in current level and then adjusted level. Actually, that shouldn't be despite. I don't know. I like it on the right side. Have a good one, myself. So that's good. Change rank. That returns that. So now we're going to, in our controller, you say can member change rank level. Right now, the permission that allows that is manage ranks. But in the future, if we want to change that, we would just change it here. And we're going to say the name and the new level is level. And so if that is not okay, we'll return back an error. And then we're actually, we'll actually change it. So I'm going to go there. And this is going to be gross generics, because this is something that's shared between all group types. So grossness of generics to the extreme, but we'll just copy that whole block. goes there. And they take in a name and a level. Yeah, that's a good one, Ludovic. It'll be quick to add to, just get your own current rank. That'll be actually super quick to add. You do that after I'm done with change rank level here. Right, so, I'm going to make a method here to change rank level. And we're actually going to also on here add it. Our custom rank. Let's do set level. We need to level public. Level's public, I don't need math for that. Already declared. Did I do that somewhere else? Did I already do that? Oh, so I did. Okay. Did write it. Just didn't write all the other stuff. Partially it wrote it.
Police plan to do whatever they can by keeping a close eye specifically on clubs that feature DJs, rave type music, and part of that education is around the drug Molly, also called MDMA or EDM.
Not done yet. Need to write this one. Which, this being here in this wrapper thing, basically gives a static method that I can use on all the group types, all using the same method here in order to write this code only once for all of our groups. Fully sync. That's fine. Track level sync. Okay, that should do that. And then while we're in here, I'm just going to just return a number. Oops. Guess that works. Get my rank. All you need is that. And we have the order. I don't have a method on it to give me my rank. I have internal methods. I should write it if I don't. Where would I have here? That. This one. Group. Have members. Member has permission. Pretty sure I wrote it somewhere. Just gotta remember what it was. It's permission. Get rank. I only have like rank level and rank names. I don't actually ever just return a straight up rank. I'll just write one real quick. Get rank. String name. I'm gonna say no. No rank. And requester, we get that off of the request as well. So character, see character, class properties. Pretty sure I put that on there. So it's under character required attribute. Because that is on the class level attribute. That one is actually all the way up on top there. So it applies to all of the methods in the entire class. So that adds the requester into order.getRank. And from requester dot I need to find, actually I need to get the member. I should just get member rank in that character ID. That's what we're in. Group. Your ID type. This is an out tram and we'll return a bool, and I'll make it try again. Rank. Hey, what's up, Briar C? So the rank insignia, we haven't quite decided how we want to do that yet. We might do it from like a predefined insignias, or build your own from certain icons and layers and stuff, or it might be just upload an image. That's kind of still not decided, because it's, you know, something we could add in whenever we decide to need it. To add it in, but we will have some kind of like guild logo or insignia. Just how it's going to work, not sure yet. And there's pluses and minuses to both. Base.rank. So now we have the rank. The requester has the rank on them, so it's by a string name. Guess we'll just do that, which then will fill that out, and that should work. So we do order dot member try get member rank. I take character ID and out a custom rank. Rank definition, remember dot permissions rank. We'll just say if not, so then we'll fail out here, and this is going to return a member result dot Group not found, faction mismatch, insufficient. Technically, groups not found. You're not in it. Well, you should. By the time you get to here, you'll be in a group. It's really an unknown server error because that if it fails, then something's really bad. You really should never get that. Turn OK, and we're going to also that rank info that we made earlier, and from DB model, it's going to take in this rank, and we'll pass that out. So that should work, and we don't actually do any asyncs. There's nothing async here. Okay, so get my rank. Okay. That's built. But again, since we added API stuff, let's pull in our controllers that were compiled as TypeScript and also pull in our definition file. I don't think I changed anything that required the definition file to change, but just in case. So let's build the library. I don't know why this closes all the time. I use Commander all the time. That's on the other screen. It's just easier while I'm streaming to just use the built-in terminal. And you guys can see all the stuff easier. While it's building, to add slash commands for it. That was change rank level. Okay, rank order. Rank name. What I should do is I need to return back the actual level, maybe. Because it might not actually be the level that you request. Like I said before, because if that level is taken, it will find the next lowest level. So like if 500 is taken and you try to assign 500, it'll assign 499 if 499 is available, or whatever it is, all the way down to 2 if there's no slots. So it just kind of gets pushed down. Alright, that's built, maybe. Or it's being very slow. Oh, insignia per ranks? I'd imagine that's probably possible if we use a icon-based system that we kind of build out of the bunch of different pre-made icons. I think that would probably be possible to do on ranks as well then, so everyone can have their own kind of unique one. If it's like upload your own guild logo, that's probably not going to happen for ranks because it'd be too many images. I'd imagine. That's my assumption on that one. What happened here? Why is this not completing? Oh, it's done. It was just frozen. Okay. Okay. And so I should have now change rank level. Basic error stuff. Dots 2. Exclamation point. Yay. I don't have exclamation points and everything. Maybe it's going to be very inconsistent with our exclamation points of what's excited to be a success. Alright. And we also added the get my rank, which I guess could just be rank. Your rank. No params for that. And your rank. Get my rank. Your rank. For this one, we'll just show it. I don't need to say anything else, right? Rank.name, space, rank.level, space, rank.permissions, join with a comma. Yeah, if we do it as an upload thing, there'll be some way to report images as inappropriate, of course. Just like, buildings and stuff, you see giant phallic towers, you can report them, and then customer service will, go look at things and decide whether or not to, what to do.
Also,
What's
a
up?
very, very important thing to know. Our very first line of moderation is other people with trebuchets.
Yes. So by that, Andrew means if you see something that's bad and has like built in construction, you can blow it up. Alright. Start the server. Reload our UI. Order rank. Fetching my rank. My rank is leader. Levels 1001. My permissions are leader. That sound good? Look, I got your idea in like right away. Order change rank level. And change officer to it's 900 right now. Well, I'll just do show ranks here just to verify. Officer's 900. And order change rank level officer spelling officer. Let's change it to 901. Bam. Successfully changed level of rank officer 901. Verify. Show ranks. It's level 901. Bam. Yeah. Okay. Next things. I think that's all of our rank related stuff. Rate them. We can create ranks. You can view what rank you have, change rank levels, remove permissions, add permissions, see all the ranks, rename the rank, remove the rank. I think that's all we need for ranks right now. Okay. Show members. Let's do that next. Didn't actually write an API endpoint for that one yet. Oh, that's a good test. We can do that real quick first. So we'll do order create rank, and the rank's going to be called Oldovic, and we're going to make it level 901. We're not going to send any permissions to it. See what happens. Attempting to create rank, order Oldovic created, and let's show ranks and see what it actually is on the level. No, 901. That's wrong. I have to fix that. Alright, so we'll try it with 1001 as well. Error. Failed on that one. Not a very helpful error though. It just says undefined. We'll work on that error message later. Let's try it with 1. Error occurred. We can't do 1001, we can't do 1, which is correct. But we were able to create it at the same level. So let me double check that code. Rank. So check the can create rank. Oh. I think the problem here is my can create rank function there. Yeah, I'll try to change. I'll change the rank to 9001. We'll do that real quick. But I'm pretty sure it's my create rank. Debug both at the same time. No, I'm not making that the default name. Order change rank level. Vic. Change that to 500. Now let's try to change it back up to 900. Let's see what it says. Now that one's actually 900. So that one worked. So it was really the create that had the issue. Although I would want to change our response. I need to return back the actual number. Instead of saying successfully changed level to 901, it should say change it to 900. But that one worked. It's really just my create code that is broken. Can't be 9001. It only goes up to 1000. And 1. Why? Just step through it and find out why. Order create rank. Super at 901. So check here, can create. I am a member. My level is 1001. There's no permissions to check. Can create rank. Let's check that one. The length is fine of the name. Yeah, so the maximum name length of ranks is 20, as it's currently set. Well, I could do that. I just haven't. Like it has to be unique within the document. I'm not sure if our drivers support MongoDB drivers, because it's not like they're in their own collection. I'm not sure. Count is fine because it's not count. The name does not exist. The level is within the valid range. The adjusted level is 899. Okay. Oh, I think I know what I did. So it gives me... So it says okay because the adjusted level is supposed to be 899. What I'm doing right here is I'm actually creating it, the rank, with the wrong level. I'll do that right there, because I'm saying, you know, use level instead of use level adjusted level. Totally what it is. So use adjusted level down here. As in my controller, I use that result. I use the result right here. Oh no, I'm just using level. No, I need to use result. Oh, dot. Let's create rank result. I know it's gonna do that. We'll throw an exception if there's a problem. So result dot I think it's what, under action. That is a create rank with a character ID order permissions adjusted level. That should fix it. Yeah, it shouldn't. Okay, so then we create rank at 9001 again. Well, let's make sure I don't have any ranks here. Show ranks. I have member at 1, officer at 901, leader, blah blah blah. Okay. Server at 901. An error occurred. What error occurred? Let's see. Unable to cast member action result to create rank result. That's true. Because it's actually not a create rank result unless it's okay. That's actually, you can just do that. It's good. Order rank super created. Show rank. Now super is 899, as it should be. So we can create, now just to make sure, say this should just fail for multiple reasons. Which it just says an error has occurred. That's a terrible message. Can't have it with the same name as something else, so that should also fail. Error occurred. Excellent. Which they send the data down. The reason why. It says it here. Specified argument was out of the range of valid values. Which isn't super helpful. I should be able to create rank super 700. Now it's successful. I'm gonna do like supers at 1, should also fail. Not gonna give you a fail. So that's all good. We don't have is abandon and disband. Did not make those as slash commands yet. Abandon. Which I'll have to make aliases as well. So I think for aliasing, I could just do this. It should work just fine. Alias myself here. Technically not. What? Just do aliases afterward. I could just be like, aliases. Doesn't like that. I would like to reuse that description so I don't have to write it again. Could just write it again. Don't want to have to do that. Could do aliases. For now, we'll just alias with the copy description. As the handler, I can technically, since I can't use order member, what I can do is I can use order member here though, for order commands. Passing triumphs, just like that. Which works good enough for now, I guess. It's actually, this isn't /quit. Currently /quit quits your, it's /order quit. White space. Disband. Yeah, we should probably do an Are You Sure? But I don't, how would I do an Are You Sure right now? I could do an ugly system message box, but ugh. What I would like is a better pop-up. Like I haven't built a like nice pop-up system for those kind of warnings for our game yet, which is what I would do. So I'd do like, you know, instead of like the system method function which sends checks to system log, I would have one that also was like confirm message. I would return a bool, but I didn't write one of those yet. Yeah, we'll do it later. Just don't abandon it right now. We'll trust you what you're typing for now. And disband only works if you're the only member left. So if you're the leader and there's 10 people in your order right now, you can't disband until you kick everybody. As of right now, of how I got things set up. But actually doesn't take any params, so I don't need to do that. Because it's a method that it expects that. Okay, my command can do this. I should be able to not need that. There we go. By the way, just so you know, orders don't actually go away when you disband them. We'll still keep them around, as well as like all the history of them. The name is no longer reserved because I do rename it. Keeps the name, but it's got a date and time stuff added to it. A disbanded flag and a disbanded time gets added to the order. So you could still get info about the orders, like old orders that used to exist and whatnot. So let's try these. See what happens. So you could potentially reform the order. I haven't built any commands to do that yet. I'm not sure how I'd want to do that. I guess if you were the leader, maybe you could reform it. Because it will keep all its rank info and everything too. You don't have to redo all the ranks. Alright. Order disband. We're going to leave. That didn't work because I didn't build the UI. built. I don't know. That's something that I have to discuss and talk about with Ben. His opinions on it, and Mark. If we want to allow reforming of guilds at all in the first place, because it's definitely possible. And who has the rights to reform? Which I think would probably be the owner. And if it's someone who's not an owner, that can maybe do it programmatically through our API. Maybe a non-owner can do it through customer service request potentially. We keep a record of everything that any member does with any group, so it all can be undone and reversed or whatever by customer service peoples. All right, order disband. Failed to disband order. An error has occurred. What error has occurred, sir? $500 error. Object reference not set to an instance of an object. Great. Like this. Turn off that left mark. I am currently in an order, yes. I made it this far. If I wasn't in an order, I wouldn't even get into the controller. It would error out ahead of time. That's what this order member attribute does. If you're not in an order, that's why I made the attribute so I didn't have to copy and paste the checking if this person is actually in an order and getting their order code in every single one of these. So I made one attribute that does it, and then I can get the order as well as like the character order member and stuff from I added onto the request. Alright, so and it does all the error messages and all that for me. Alright. Can disband. Result is okay. It says I can disband. So what is the actual error? Update async. I'm making an update builder. I'm setting disbanded to now, changing the name to disbanded. Oh, I think the problem is this order.disbanded doesn't actually exist yet. I need to set that first. Setting it here. That's the problem. Okay. So disbanded time.html. And do disbanded time. That was the problem right there. So this is basically what we do is I take the name, add an underscore, which is not a valid character anyways in order names, and then add the date of disbanded after it. So it still exists. Set the date it was disbanded. Try this again. Let's try now. Disband. Failed. It's my error this time. Still, object reference not set to an instance of an object. What is it? is it in the update? Updated is true. So I did update it. Okay. Does not like that I put null in there because of default. Everybody. I think is what I need to do. Let's try it again. I'm sure there's a joke in there. I just don't get it. The man with no screen name. What I probably want to do though, instead of setting the order to default, I'll just unset it. But this should succeed. Okay. No, it gave another error. An unknown server error has occurred. But first, let me get this real quick. I'll just do if ready default group A. Unset. So we'll just unset that, else we will set it. Unknown server error occurred later. We'll find where that is. Give me the message. Without a restart of the client, you mean? I mean, what all these changes that I'm making right now are on our web API server. So the client just talks to it over, the internet. I don't need to restart the client or anything. I mean, even for UI changes, I don't need to restart the client because I can just reload any UI widget. Okay. Disband. Error, you are not a member of an order. This is true, because I got this far already. Let me undo my stuff. What I should see here now is the order name should be like disbanded. Yeah. It's underscore the date. The date. It's weird though. I like that. Did short date string. Just do T string. Just see what that does. But I will delete this order and character. Delete my order. So we'll create a new one again. order create CC on attempting create order CC is created. Okay, slash order disband. Failed to disband order, undefined. We get any other infos? Just a 500 error, and I'm gonna have to step through it. Character no longer has the order on it, which is good. And the order has been renamed to something more reasonable, like that. What I didn't do though is add me to former members. Probably do. Since I was the last member, I don't know. Probably should add former members. Would make sense. Well, let's see what happens. Create again. Should be able to create another order called CSE because the name is not taken. More. Then the order would be disbanded. If you were the leader and only member in it, and your character is deleted. And if you're not the only member and you try to delete your character that's in an order, it will give you an error. It doesn't yet, but I will make it give you an error and say you can't delete your character because it's still in an order. Well, it's the leader of an order. So then you have to give the order to somebody else. And then you can delete your character. Alright. So that was wrong. Why is that? Just a normal member result. I'm not actually using. Wait, where'd the music go? No longer available due to a copyright claim. What? The whole point of this channel was for no copyrights. So this is long. Thing. Well, that needs to be that. Can disband. Oh, that's right. That makes total sense. Actual action is disbanded, not abandoned. In the disbanded, copy and paste for the win. All right. Again. we're going to create our order again. That's what they created. And let's disband. Yes. Okay. And but I don't think I did the abandon properly when you're the last member. That's what the channel said. But I mean, this dude's only got like 800 subscribers, so he's pretty new. Basically trusting the random YouTuber that says all this stuff is copyright free. What else can you do? Oh, time to create same order twice. Order create CSE. Well, I'm already in the order, so I think I'd just say okay anyways. But let's double check on what actually happened in the database. So we should have the order that was CC, another order CC that was disbanded, another order that was disbanded, called also CC that was disbanded, and an order called CSE that was disbanded. So top 3 were disbanded. Now I try to do it again. It's going to tell me okay, and that's just because I was like, you're already in this order and it's already created. All right, there. Now it says, all right, you're already in an order. Leave your order first. You're already in order. There, see? There we go. I think I had just disbanded it then and didn't exist. There was only 4. Called CSE. 3 of them being disbanded. So, / order quit. An error has occurred. What is the error? Poll requires that the serializer specified. I thought I took out that poll. We'll check that. One second. One moment. It's probably late. Should probably just stop it now, anyways. All right. I just realized it's 6:30. So I'm going to be stopping the stream now. So everyone, thanks for hanging out. You guys rock. And see you guys next time.